Good evening, everybody. Here in not Tampa, Florida, Orlando, Florida, for TampaNeverSleeps, number 9. It is Granblue Fantasy versus Rising top 8 action coming to you live right now. Zero here alongside Jatsu for the spectacular sky-faring adventure. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm here for top 8, and if you guys in the crowd are excited for some Granblue top 8 action, make some noise. And speaking of that top 8, we got the bracket for you guys to check on over, and let's see who we got over here. So in the winner's side, we got Wavie versus Nitro, Coach Steve versus Andre RoboCop, and of course in the loser's side, Lucar versus NeoKarsh, and Medusa versus Bwead.
Bwead.
Yep.
We're getting that Bwead out here.
Absolutely.
In the sky-faring adventures. But our first match will be, of course, like you said, Wavie and Nitro to kick things off on the winner's side. But yes, it's been a long, grueling adventure here, you know, through the skies. And looking forward to seeing all that action. We've got a few Niers in this bracket here, a few Niers,
that we
from
do.
what I'm told. We did almost have a 2B make an appearance here, unfortunately.
We were close, we were close.
Unfortunately,
but
no 2B.
yeah, it will be a lot of Nier, so that first match, right, Wavie versus Nitro.
Yes.
Nitro, of course, a champion in so many other games, but pulling up here with the Nier for Granblue Fantasy versus, and Wavie needs no introduction, right? Pulling up with the Cag, I believe, for this first game.
Yeah, so the one lone Cagliostro in this bracket here amongst the sea of Nier. And this matchup will be interesting because now we have a few changes here for Nier. You can now air block the death summons, so that's going to be probably critical for Cagliostro here a little bit when we start getting into the skies with some teleports.
Yeah.
But for the most part, there were some changes here in how teleport interacts in these matchups here, a little more consistent on location of where Cagliostro will be showing up on the screen. But Nitro versus Wavie to kick it all off, and yeah, this is going to be the taller. This is going to set the stage for the rest of this bracket here for sure. Wavie, of course, notable champion prior in Granblue, and like you said, Nitro definitely has that pedigree and other titles on top of it. So it is no question as to how Nitro got here. It is from skill and ability alone as a competitive player. And of course, you know, I forgot who said the quote, but it is, I mean, honestly, it's been shown as fact that if you are good at one fighting game, you will be good at others. And that consistency shows here today with Nitro sitting in the hot seat right now on this winner's side top 8 as we get set up with our controllers locking in here. Yeah,
absolutely. You got those fighting game fundamentals, the crossover between games, no arc, but we are heading into this button check rest to make sure we are all good before that first game. Like you were saying, right? It's going to be Nier versus Cagliostro. Cagliostro has a lot of ways to kind of be tricky in the air, you know, be very squirrely with mobility and try and keep Nier on her toes. But of course, if Nitro is able to get that anti-air, we are no stranger to big damage coming out from Nier.
Yeah, I mean, also the same thing could almost be said for Cagliostro. She's going to be able to set up a lot of the hexes, aerial hexes that kind of help out for keeping the opponent locked down in a grounded position, but also grounded hexes make things a little iffy for Nier, especially if she wants to try to stay full screen scenario here.
Yeah.
You'll look for spears to try to push the opponent into those hexes to kind of catch them unawares. But if you're kind of cautious with how you go for the jump U from Nier, you're going to be able to kind of contend that full screen range. It's the fact of the matter is that some of these projectile opportunities from, in particular, Spear and Cagliostro will actually make things a little bit difficult here for Nier. But we'll take a look and see how this breaks down because it can very quickly snowball in the favor of Nitro here if the cards are played out right.
Oh yeah, first game here of our Granblue top 8. Make some noise, Nitro versus Wavie once again.
I don't think they heard you. Hey, TNS style, let's make some noise for this Granblue Fantasy versus Rising top 8. That's more so like it. Much better. Okay. Thank you.
Let intros rock here.
Also the best song in the game, hands down.
Yeah, Paradise Lust on main here for
game
number 1.
This is Lost. Wait a minute, it's Lost. No, it might be Lust. I don't know.
I think so. I thought I saw that Belial on there.
We're one word away from. Well, it's the same song either way. Just one word changes. All right, so here we go. Battle 1. Already rocked to set things off here. And, of course, the patience from actually, names are flipped here, I would imagine. But Nitro. Oh, we got a button check. Button check.
Just to make sure. Okay.
Wow, I hyped you up, crowd, for no reason. I apologize. But will you get hyped for me one more time when they actually start the battle, please? Can I get an agreement from y'all?
Looks like we did need to reassign some buttons, so it's a good thing we got that check, right?
Yeah.
All good, all good.
Oh, there was a controller issue by the sound of things, so we're going to get back into it before the match even starts. Right, I'm sorry. I thought I was ready too, okay?
Yeah, we were ready to head right into the action here. I'm sure the players were as well, but good thing we caught it right at the round start. We're going to be getting right back into it.
Gosh darn, it was Lust. We're going for the inappropriate version of Belial theme.
On main, bro.
Wow.
I mean, you gotta start off the top 8 strong.
All right. I mean, after some of the songs y'all sang at karaoke the last couple of nights, I guess I can understand. All right, here we go.
Yeah, immediately setting up the seal. Spear actually catching out Death there. Gonna be down for just a little bit, but it's already back up. Nitro just keeping up the pressure with the 6XL.
Ooh, already got the 2U pickup here.
Yep.
Yeah, had to take a backdash there for the 2H setup and the combo a little bit early.
Ooh,
but
kept
the
the
side
side pressure, yep.
Yeah.
With the 6XM, crossing up on the other side.
Nice. Sending it with the back special right there. Immediate spend into super, and look at that, a perfect round with 1 stock left on Death. That's a great spend there from Nitro.
Yeah, exactly. Get the most damage out of the super with 1 stock left. A perfect, starting it off strong here for game number 1.
Uh-oh, yep, another controller issue.
Okay.
Oh no, Button's in the incorrect space. Butt is in between rounds, and it looks like they've agreed to start it off at the exact same spot.
Yeah, talk it out between the players
cool.
real quick, make sure it's all good. Right back into it. Round number 2.
All right, try to challenge here with the 2L. Not going to be able to reach because Cagliostro went nowhere near you, and you don't have to with that 5H. Teleport to hold you back in the corner. Nice spear, but no trap set up here. Interesting.
Ooh, there we go. Caught it with the 2M. So scary, right? You're afraid of the near DP, so it gives you so much room to catch out that backwalk. Now, Wavie back up against the wall, jumps back out of the corner here with the ultimate seal.
Yeah, really smothering the oppression here with that offense from Wavie. The Raging Chain to wrap this up. Good pickup out of the corner there, too, and especially after spending that guard cancel, getting called out by Nitro. Nitro had great defense, but then immediately after setting up the low trap and ultimate skill trap on top of it, makes things a little difficult here for Wavie, or Nitro to make a challenge.
Yep. There we go. Immediately letting the guard cancel rock. Just run up for the throw bait. Nothing found here.
Yep. Going to be hard to left-right when you're holding on to the block button there, but dash up. Nice.
There we go. 6XL counter hit into the sweep. Nitro getting pushed back up against the corner here still. Scared of 2M, scared of the DP, but you can only cover 1. Caught out by the death grips.
Nice. All right, so we're going to play a little game of volleyball here. About to get 100, but dropped a little bit too far there. Death is down. 4 cards left. And just about 50% damage left to take out Wavie for a round here.
Yep. Pick up into the seal, right into the meat grinder. Now you got SSBA available, though. This is scary for Wavie. Could actually be one touch if Nitro's able to fight back.
Yeah, with 3 cards left on stock, we're going to have to be very careful. But a single touch is all that Wavie needs to close it out. Nice spears.
Yeah, are we going to try and swipe the seals off the screen? Indeed, we are still 1 right behind. Jumps right over the Beyblade.
Has to be careful on these card summons, too. Nice dash L, no confirm. Almost had the guard cancel, but got Raging Strike instead.
Pick up air TP right on out. Stall with the ultimate seal chip damage. Seals out game number 1 here for Wavie.
Yeah, it was a big setup with the ultimate seal right there, and spear right on top of it. So unfortunately, Nitro wouldn't be able to make that forward approach. Had to try to hold a block situation, but unfortunately, no health available here to stay alive. Going into game 2.
Yeah, I think in that last round, right, we had 100 meter for so long for Nitro, really trying to save it for the SSBA. Yeah. I wonder if we're going to see a few more ultimate skills going into game number 2, or if Nitro is really just trying to keep the game plan super simple. But back up against the wall here, has the seal right above.
No. Yes, you go for the swap right here. Nice little DP.
Yep. All right, dunk with the Raging Chain.
Wow. Very aggressive here. The yawn from Wavie out here. Okay. So that was easy enough, I suppose.
Tampa never sleeps, but it damn sure is tempting. Round number 2 here, keeping the pressure on with the 2U. All right, DP found. Doesn't get the side swap, though. Didn't run under quite far enough.
Yep, just went for the 5U to at least get a little bit of room and recall death here. But Raging Strike got the extended combo here with a Hex right on top of Nitro.
There we go. Pick up with the seal, right into the meat grinder once again. Get a BP back. 1 touch here. You're in throw range.
Ooh, try to get a couple teleports there to try to bait out a DP potentially.
Yeah, far H, right? One of those buttons so good for the Granblue zone, but still Nitro able to fight his way back on out. 1 touch still. All right, JU with the recall. You do not want to deal with those seals.
Yeah, waiting for an activation of Death. We certainly succeed here with Death off screen. We'll be able to pull another one out right in front of them. Woof. Yes, nice low here. Wavie will take it. 2-0 over Nitro.
Yeah, tried to be tricky with the movement on the dash up there. You had to be a little brave. You were going to get checkmated with chip damage if you didn't go aggressive, but still catches out the approach. Like you said, Wavie moving on to winners finals.
Yeah, Wavie does get a nice comfy seat on the winners finals. And like I said, going into this really sets the tone for the rest of this top 8 here.
Absolutely.
Wavie sitting comfortable here. We will have our next match in just a moment, but Nitro still very much a threat on the loser side of things in this top 8 bracket.
Yep.
But yeah, it's again, like, Nier does have like a lot of tools in her arsenal that can really contend with Cagliostro, but same could be said for Cagliostro up against Nier, simply because of being able to hex on the screen to kind of control the pace of where Nier is actually making those approaches. And you're also trying to set seals right on top of yourself, so it prevents Nier being able to close in and get that consistent B&B that we see time and time again with just the stand H and going into the standard special from Nier just to go for the flurry attack for the kill. But yeah.
Yeah, again, Nitro had a lot of meter going into some of the end of those rounds. Might have been able to contest a little bit more with the Nier and the Death ult skills, which are so good for trying, clearing out some of those seals on the screen, having that full screen pressure, but really trying to save it for the SBAs. SSBAs did not work out in his favor, but he still has that loser's run available. As we head into our other side of winners top 8, we're going to be seeing Coach Steve versus Andre RoboCop.
Yo, honestly, Coach Steve in this top 8 is long overdue. Let's take a look at that bracket reel here. RoboCop coming up, but Coach Steve should be playing that Siegfried, I believe.
I believe
no. Wait a minute. That is neither Coach Steve nor RoboCop sitting down here.
Okay, might be starting out with the loser side here.
Yeah. Oh, Coach Steve is playing another game right now.
Man of many games, but we still got some more games
Steve
for you in the loser side top 8. I believe this is Medusa and Bwead?
Yeah, Medusa and Bwead coming up here. All right. So loser side, this will decide who gets to go up against Nitro in loser's quarters here. Bwead I've seen before, but Medusa familiar
Medusa,
name.
I think, plays the Beelzebub. So we're going to be seeing a little bit of the Bubs action headed up here.
Yeah. Beelzebub, very interesting here. They're going to do a button check, I believe. I see the hand signal. Is that a button check?
Yeah.
You going to do that?
Make sure everything's
You
all
can
good
ignore me
here.
if you want to, but I'm asking. All right, so yeah, Beelzebub, rare sight to see lately for Granblue Rising. Only a handful of Beelzebub players left out there. But still another strong character. Ultimate skills really helped out this character. Plus the changes to Gravity Well, right? Like just being able to go for ultimate skill. Gravity Well seems like a very tall order. We see something like that with the newcomer 2B, right? With that Gravity Well setup. Just works a little bit differently, but I think also a very potent Gravity Well in comparison for thinking about the same functionality of move.
Exactly.
But yeah, you can sneak in some command grabs out of this situation there. You could also sneak in your pressure if you're a Beelzebub here. So that'll be interesting to see how we go for it. Because honestly, I've not seen too many of the Beelzebubs really go for the teleport shenanigans. As we used to see for previous Granblue.
Yep.
But yeah.
He's a really good mid-range character. A lot of ways to try and contest that mid-range. And of course, as you're trying to make your escape on out, you have the arrows and the unblockable setups with the vacuum as well. But definitely a character that can be susceptible to just walking back to the full screen, right? If you are trying to play the keep away against Beelzebub, he doesn't have a lot of great ways to approach. I mean, he has the dive kick, right? But if you're all the way across that side of the screen, you do have enough time to react with a DP or some other invincible move to try and catch that out. But he can be very tricky.
Absolutely. All right, so that was Medusa. But what about Bwead?
Yeah, who is Bwead going to be pulling up with in the loser's side top 8?
We'll get that button check out of the way first because we saw some control.
Input delay 20. I don't think that's what you want. Yeah, input
no,
delay
we definitely want 20 delay. 20 delay. Do it. You won't. I knew it.
Handicap.
I knew it.
All right, another Nier back up to the stand here. It's going to be Beelzebub versus Nier. But again, we do have a button check just to make sure everything is all good.
Contending in this matchup alone is going to be a tall order for Beelzebub. You do have that bubble DP to kind of help out a little bit here.
Yeah.
But those long-range normals, I mean, of course, looking at your heavy, can actually kind of contend with the startup of Death a little bit here, but it really depends upon that initial knockdown. I think Nail is definitely going to be a major factor here, especially heavy Nail going for EX, where it's that full wall, charge that up to mess around with the timings of spot dodge, mess around with timings of when Death can actually go out and activate, go for that block stun, or block string rather, against Beelzebub.
Yeah, so I'm actually very curious for Bwead here. You have a couple options for how you put Death onto the screen, whether you keep Death on you at all times for the DP availability, which, might be useful if you're trying to counter the DP or the dive kick coming out from Beelzebub, right? Or do you want to put Death full screen, constantly behind Beelzebub, so that anytime he goes, for the arrows, for the gravity suck, you're able to counter with a death special of your own.
And that might be solved by just going for jump U, but the problem with going jump U with Nier is that the nail is high enough to at least shut Nier down.
Yeah.
And it also can potentially hit Death on the way down on top of that, so that's going to erase Death off the field. It's going to be that initial knockdown. I think you can play that close-range game, but the other factor is that Beelzebub has a teleport, so even if you sandwich Death, you don't really have to worry about it here. So we'll play around in the mid-screen here for a little bit. Full screen, I think, is definitely going to go in the favor of Beelzebub in this matchup in particular, but that mid-screen is definitely going to be very contentious.
Yeah. My read 0. So round start Nier 6XL.
Round start 6XL.
I'm seeing into the future like that's so Raven. Dash L round start.
No shot.
You already know. Game number 1 here. Medusa versus Bwead. All right, that was wrong. My fault.
I told you. There's no way. Against Beelzebub, that's scary because he had the EX dive off rip. You also have the, the spinning top. That's also another one. 2H is, not 2H, but 2M rather.
Ooh. There you go. Block the dive kick. Has to hold his turn now. 50 meter on both sides. Are we going to bust open the possibility space with the ult skills? No, we're just rolling on through with the 6XLs.
Yeah, very smart because we were max range here on the medium version of the back special.
Yep. There we go. Ultimate death spin. Doesn't find too much though. It brings you back out to the mid screen, but there we go with the claws, the vacuum. Brings you right back into the sandwich press with 236M meaty. Oh god, should be able to kill with the Raging Chain clean for Bwead.
Good call out here. Down to 6 stock for Nier here.
Yep.
So not hitting the maximum amount of damage that this character can take, but still additional damage on the field there.
There we go. Caught it with the 2M, not a full confirm here, so Bwead just runs up for the throw.
Oh, with throw on either side, no punish. You're okay, but the down special.
Yeah, tried to go for the dash 8s there. Went a little too deep into the corner, so now back up against the wall. Yeah, full charge. There we go. Nice
very good. And again, another back special here, but the ultimate skill version, so we have a few hits off of that.
Yeah, you blocked out the DP. No full confirm coming out here from Bwead. Has to be the nerves, but still with Raging Chain right behind. It's one touch after the meaty, trying to bait out one more DP.
There we go.
Chip is all you need. Keep it straightforward. Keep it simple for game number 1.
I mean, honestly, that is the go-to for Nier. Just keeping it simple. She doesn't have anything that it makes her too fancy. As far as technicality goes, you can just keep it simple, and you're going to see a lot of success, especially if you're very fundamentally sound. She's just a solid character all around.
Yeah, there are definitely some Nier players out here in the scene who really like going for these complex 50-50s, these resets that are, meter efficient or card efficient. But a lot of times, right, the most straightforward game plan is, all right, I'll spend as many stocks as I can, get as much damage as possible, and then seal out the end of the round with the Raging Chains. But Bwead actually walks themselves back out of the corner here with the 2M, and now Medusa back up against the wall. Super going to do quite a grip of damage here.
Yeah, just an early end. We still have 10 stocks left over.
Yeah,
and that was only 2 cancels that you made for that initial opener.
Yep.
A lot of stray hits that are working out here for Bwead, and Medusa going to get thrown for the victory.
Yeah, again, you got the stand heavy on the DP bait. I think Death was just barely still on cooldown after getting knocked out with the 5L, but all right, set point for Bwead here, trying to knock out Medusa. What is the response?
All right, nice, but a late tech though, so a little bit of extra damage for that tech.
Yep, dive kick from the top rope. Oh no, again, the 2M, you're trying to bait out the DP, so you go for the walk back, and now side swap. Ooh, beats out the Brave Path Medusa plus.
Yeah, I mean, that was an okay guard cancel. With throw does get punished.
Yep, there we go. Throw bait with the ultimate unisonic. Still not going to be able to kill. One more touch. Are you going to be able? Okay, didn't even need the ultimate skill. More than enough damage here from Medusa, but it's still set point for Bwead.
Yep, you can't, like we said at the top of it, right? You spend the EX nail, it's a very high wall of danger.
Yeah. Ooh, takes this guy, tries to go for the anti-air, but instead, once again, the EX wall, keeping you at bay. Whiff on the DP.
Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, we'll be able to spend it out to come out alive, but Medusa with the minor victory in the BP lead.
Yeah, this is good, right? So now you don't have extra Raging Chains to, confirm some of those high damage starters from Bwead. They really have to make sure they're smart about the cardstock usage. DP doesn't find the mark.
Yeah, highly punishable. It was the EX version here.
Yep.
This one, you're seeing it right there. Look at the damage with no BP on the field.
He wasn't sure what side they would end up on, but They're knocked out of the loser's side. Bwead takes it 2-0 to move on to loser's quarters against Nitro.
Yeah, very good stuff here. Again, Nier, such a threat, and we're going to see that throughout this entire bracket. You know, just Nier being able to handle the majority of the cast pretty well forward. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be tough to try to contend with some of that spacing against Nier because she does have all those tools. In this matchup in particular, we have very minimal card spend in order to extend combo, and you're seeing some of that different player style kind of shine in this matchup here, because you're going to get like the 1-2 hits. You're already hit at 100% in meter, and you were barely at your opponent's 50% point, which is interesting because normally you're going to see Nier drop down to maybe 4-5 stock on card by the time you hit 50% health to get that amount of damage, and then say, all right, cool, I'm now in my 2-touch territory. So, but a lot of stray hits led to plenty of damage here, and now we'll be moving on to our next match, which is going to be Lucar up against NeoKarsh. Lucar still playing the game, and NeoKarsh still playing this game.
Yeah, a couple OGs from the vanilla version of the game, so I'm super excited to see it for our other side of losers top 8.
Yeah, it's been interesting because Lucar, of course, you know, Dragon World Tour competitor, qualified for that, made it out, and now making another return to Granblue Fantasy versus Rising, but NeoKarsh with a big yawn out here. It's all right, wake up, give NeoKarsh a Red Bull real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, Tampa never sleeps. But maybe we yawn a little bit out here. Might need some more caffeine up on the stand, but
NeoKarsh, you know, like you said, historic player for Granblue. Hasn't had the time to really kind of compete in this version of Granblue, but clearly still hasn't lost their step in this game here. It's been real fun. I've been asking a few times on TNS, man, when am I going to see NeoKarsh playing this game again? Because this is going to be a big one. We've seen, you know, NeoKarsh show up for top 8s at CEO, and at the same time, we've seen Lucar show up at top 8s for these. Lucar, you're looking good up there.
He's locked in. He can't hear you
anymore. He's locked
in
for sure.
He's focused. His peripheral audio vision is blocked out right here. We were watching, what was it, NeoKarsh versus Zane earlier, right, with Lucar, and he was like, man, both of these two are my homies. It's a team kill for me, and then I got to go up against them too, so it's a heartbreaker for loser side top 8, but only one of them can make it back on out of here.
Absolutely. So it'll be Katalina coming from NeoKarsh. Lucar should still be on Charlotta here. Which, yeah, Charlotta is still another strong threat. I mean, Katalina is interesting. I was having a chat with NeoKarsh about Katalina, how he felt about the character, and just thinks that the previous version was better, but also in this current state of the game, like, it's just still fine. And she certainly is just fine, right? Like, there are some characters out there in this roster that certainly shine more than she does. I mean, especially in the field. Like, we were joking, right, about Six and Nier definitely, you know, running out there and showing their stuff. But Katalina still has a strong foundational game. I mean, definitely check out Cagliostro putting in the work for Katalina out in the Midwest now. So,
yeah, I think for Katalina going into this new version, right, you know, we talk about it a lot, 6XL and 6XM, a lot of these universal normals that are able to challenge at distances where maybe in the vanilla version of the game, Kat felt so comfortable just kind of boxing you out with far M and far H, but now has to be a little bit more cognizant of, you know, this advancing movement, especially coming out from Charlotta, someone who's really going to be bulldogging you down with the Blanca Ball and the, you know, Noble Strategy.
Yeah, I mean, coming into this, Charlotta's not really changed in terms of game plan. Like, her game plan is almost identical to what it was before. She does have some of those ultimate skills, right? But even then, we don't really get to see ultimate skills spent too much from Charlotta players because her toolkit is already strong enough as it is. Noble Strategy, right, is always still such a threat. Holy Ladder is just a nice, easy charge to have. And now that there's more incentive to utilize simple inputs, you don't really need to worry about charge too much here. Thrust from full screen here, and already able to get a roll under the first ice ball here.
There you go, hanging out on the beach. And spot dodges just to go right through the projectiles. Not trying to give up any space here for Lucar.
Nice. Already got the roll. Tough to challenge. Even with the far M here from Katalina, like, it's still such a reach.
There we go. Blanca Ball gradually vying for the space here. Still stuck on the mid-screen. Caught out on the other side.
Yeah, that was a very good dive here. Lucar finding the first significant combo here out of this game, and already a substantial life lead. NeoKarsh is going to have to try to make this work in the corner. The nice thing, Katalina thrives in this corner. Just needs a stray hit, and Lucar, oh, what an ultimate skill. Able to close this one out here with a couple. No!
Okay. Able to finish her food after the scramble there. There we go, first round over to Lucar. Like we were saying earlier, right, you know, Charlotta, one of these characters who doesn't change her game plan based on the ultimate skills, but, you know, a little bit faster, a little bit more priority, especially with the screen freeze, right? Definitely makes it a little easier to challenge with them out of the corner. But speaking of, back up against the wall once again, NeoKarsh just chewing through the health bar.
Yeah, very quick pickup here. Has the dash L to keep things safe, locked into the corner, and still able to roll out. And nice mobile strategy coming through here for Lucar.
Yeah, the delay right over. That's a big whiff on the far end to try and keep you locked down. Now we've lost so much space. Back out to the mid-screen. 100 meter on both sides. Lucar's SSBA.
One more touch is all that NeoKarsh needs to take back this round.
Yep.
There it is.
Projectile, you were a little bit too early on the spot dodge. We're tied up 1-1 on the rounds. And Zero, look, no BP used from either side, right? You know, the legacy from both of these players in the muscle memory, maybe not doing them too well. Got to be able to use some of those new resources going into Rising, but keeping it slow, keeping it steady as we head into round number 3.
Well, we've seen some cases, too, that you don't even need to with some of the classic characters. Like Shubu was a very big proponent very early on that they weren't really utilizing a lot of those resources and still had so much to pay off with Belial. And that still holds true very much for Katalina here, because her toolkit, much like Charlotta's, doesn't really require you to utilize those new mechanics. They're nice. They're like the cherry on top for what she has available. And we saw Lucar at the very least try to use Raging Chain in that first round. But second round here and third round, very little to no use. That guard cancel does come through for Lucar, but one right back at you from NeoKarsh.
Yeah, trading BP for BP. Oh, good, vying to get on out of this corner. Not a lot of health left for Lucar, but what are you going to do? 100 meter on the brain. There we go. Ultimate Charlotta ball.
All right, but I mean, you are still one touch away. The throw will seek the victory here. NeoKarsh taking that first game.
There we go. Sometimes you got to keep it simple. Just run up for the throw to end the game. But all right, a little bit here in the rematch. What are we thinking for the game plan? A lot of time just spent up in the corner. You know, what are we supposed to do? Hold out on a lot of this pressure. But, you know, it's a big commit to try and use one of those skills to try and escape, whether that's the Noble Strategy or the Charlotta Ball out of there.
I mean, Charlotta Ball is like a really great option to have because once it's blocked by the opponent, you're generally safe. It's very hard to kind of get that punish there. And we've seen that NeoKarsh doesn't have like that range quite yet, or even just like, I don't even think like a EX throw. No, it certainly could not reach after the blocked roll. But with throw, we'll definitely get punished here from Lucar. Off the wall we go thanks to the EX roll.
There we go, Van's off the wall, but we're just jumping right on out once again for the back throw.
A couple 2Ms. Nice tech here from Lucar, locking in on active defense and that ultimate skill. Again, that's safety, right? Even though it's a ball roll, even though I spent 50 meter, I'm still safe.
Yeah, it's all good. You get a little refund on block as well. Clean throw tech saying, I dare you to try and open me up here. I have the life lead, so I am fine. Just holding down back in the corner. Finally finds the ball. Not enough damage to kill, but still one touch. Throw range as well.
All right, nice. Guard cancel out. One touch and nice. Nice work from Lucar to take that first round. But we were in this position before NeoKarsh was able to turn that one around. Yeah,
I like the immediate 6XL there, right? You put NeoKarsh into this almost chip damage territory, knows that they're back up against the wall as far as the HP goes, and then immediately catching them out of any attempt to try and be aggressive back.
Yes.
Still back up against the wall once again.
Throw.
There we go. EX lunge for the wall bounce. Lots of meter here for NeoKarsh.
All right, one thrust, max range. We're holding charge, waiting for a reaction. Yeah, and that's brilliant because Lucar not giving up ground, not trying to get a little too antsy. Times the jump just right at the maximum time that charge is going to hold out.
Yeah, first time we've seen that charge, and Lucar so patient already. I mean, these players have clearly run into each other time and time again. Barely any health for Lucar here.
Yes, nice dash out.
Not enough to kill off the projectile, but now we're tied up.
All right. And again, just like the last game, round apiece, but this time around, it's a little more dangerous for Lucar here. If we can't close this one out and continue the run, this is it.
Set point for NeoKarsh here, fighting for your life. Yeah, played it so slow in the mid-screen
good block, though. Last time that crossed up, the first time that Lucar used that in the game. All right, EX hands, got the roll for the wall, resets the combo for the, Raging Strike, and NeoKarsh spends a bravery point to get out of this situation. If we can confirm into Skybound Art, we can at least build back another BP, kind of get our defense back.
Ooh, tries to go for the spot dodge, nothing found. 6XM to put you back into the corner once again. Wall bounce with the lunge, still not going to be able to kill even with the super, but I think we spent just to even out the BP situation.
Yeah, that'll be critical here. One, you caught up in the life lead, and then two, you're holding on to that defense. I mean, honestly, you certainly caught up in the life lead. One touch away, a little bit over a single throw. If it's counter hit throw, we're going to be okay.
Yeah, spend all the BP. You're trying to fight for your life right now.
Yeah. Thrust, good guard. We're blocking this one, but it's going to be tough to challenge here. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, that far end, but not quite going to get the fireball that we're looking for. Yeah. Dash L, nice delay, and enough of a delay to get the far-reaching hit. NeoKarsh advancing in this top 8. Of course, let's make some noise out here for Lucar, tying for 7th. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't ask y'all to make some noise for Medusa. Thank you so much, Medusa, for competing as well.
Yep, that rounds out our loser side top 8. Like you're saying, NeoKarsh moving on to losers quarters. And I believe next match should be Coach Steve versus Andre RoboCop.
Is Coach Steve stop being good in other games, like for a second here, so we can get some Granblue on the screen? Is that okay?
He's too good. He's made it to the top cut of too many games over here at TNS number 9. Suffering from success.
Struggle. Suffering from success.
That's how it goes.
Oh, man. But yeah, Coach Steve will be coming up here. That Siegfried should be showcased here today up against RoboCop. Ooh. So it'll be fun to see how RoboCop plays off against Siegfried. Siegfried, definitely one of those characters that's certainly talked about as one of the big contenders, one of the few that can really kind of contend with Nier a little bit. That fireball game is very interesting. He can kind of just play his aggression game and really kind of lock down the opponent. And has a lot of answers, especially when you think about Skybound Art being able to anti-air. That's kind of a crazy thing. We'll see how that one plays out against RoboCop, who's getting set up on the stage right now as we speak. Yeah,
Siegfried, definitely one of these characters that I feel like flies under the radar right below Nier and 6, right? But kind of on the same tails like Cagliostro, Belial as well. These strong contenders, like you were saying, that are able to kind of go toe-to-toe with, Nier 6. Obviously one of the strongest projectiles in the game with the Flame Wall, and also really great access to damage, so don't have to go too crazy with the game plan.
Absolutely, you don't have to go too crazy wondering who's going to be in this top 8 here. We're going back to that winner's side, of course. We just saw Lucar and NeoKarsh. NeoKarsh advancing onto that loser's quarters. We're going to find out who NeoKarsh will be going up against between Coach Steve and RoboCop in just a moment. With Wavie sitting in winner's finals, of course, Nitro and Bwead will be lining out the loser's quarters.
Bwead is such a good name, bro. I feel like I have to like stop myself from the ooh speak.
Ooh, Bwead?
Little Bwead action.
Things are getting, we got to get that Bwead is what we'll be doing here in just a moment. Bwead. Everyone doing all right at TNS 9 out there? How y'all feeling? Okay. Pretty good. We got that Granblue rising. We just had that glorious Uni 2 action.
Yeah.
We saw Guilty Gear Strive at the top of the day. And we're getting right down to it. I know Tekken is winding on down to their top 8. Top 32 is over on Justin Wong's stream over there.
Yeah, it's a damn good time. Also a damn good time to be a Granblue fan, right? We just heard about the Psy Games Cup being announced as well.
Yes. So we do have the next ARC World Tour already announced here. RoboCop giving us a hello. Hello, RoboCop. How are you? You're doing good?
Okay.
Yeah. You should feel good right now. You're this top 8.
Yeah, winner's side, too. Yeah, I feel pretty all right.
No pressure, though.
Pretty good.
No pressure. You're up against Coach Steve. You think you got what it takes to take down Coach Steve?
No pressure is such a cursed phrase.
Are you feeling okay? No, I think you got this.
No one has ever heard no pressure and been like, yeah, you're right.
Let's hear it for RoboCop, y'all.
RoboCop fans in the chat, in the crowd as well. Send them your energy. Waiting up on Coach Steve here. All good.
Who's got Coach Steve up against RoboCop, though? No one. You hear that? Not a soul.
No, we got RoboCop believers in the crowd.
See, RoboCop, you got this. You got this.
Exactly. You got the crowd on your side if that's any support.
Yeah, that is certainly an indicator right there how the crowd is feeling.
Yep.
That energy certainly can boost a soul for sure. Yeah, everyone that came out to TNS 9, thank you so very much. And everyone watching from home, thank you so very much.
Yeah.
This couldn't have happened without any of you, especially tuning in for our online Tampa Never Sleeps. Every single day we've been playing video games.
Yeah.
As gamers should,
Exactly. We got a bracket every week. And, of course, we have weekly Granblue as well for those of you watching at home. If you're like, damn, this Granblue game looks pretty good, we might as well stop on by and play some ourselves. Don't worry. We got some more action for you guys. And we got Coach Steve headed up to the stand.
Oh, in a TNS jersey. You think you... Okay. All right. Well...
He's trying to win the people back.
RoboCop, like, I'm so sorry. He's got the TNS jersey on. What do we do?
What is a man to do? All right,
he's bribing us is what he's doing, That's a bribe. I almost feel like that's a bribe.
He's trying to get the home court advantage by putting on the TNS jersey. I feel you.
I see it. But yeah, like you said, every week we do have that going on here. Saturdays, Granblue Fantasy Versus, usually at about the 8 o'clock hour. No. Go out there and play some Granblue. It's absolutely free to play with free rotating characters.
That is true.
Yeah.
Even if you guys are just seeing this game for the first time, you know, you're thinking, damn, Granblue looks pretty good, but I can't commit to the purchase right now. There is still the free version available with the rotating cast. So even if you're just thinking about it, hey, feel free to stop on by and grab that free version. Try it out, have some fun.
Gron's always the #1 character on there.
Yeah, I agree. Gran is a pretty good character over here in Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising.
Yeah, it's really cool that they have the main character always available, a very fundamentally sound character. You're not seeing this top 8 quite yet here.
Yeah.
But still a very viable character to learn from, to get used to. You get that Granblue's action.
You do.
Yeah, so that'll be another free little Fall Guys game here.
All right, just make sure everything's all good for the controllers here, yep. Do we want the button check? Do we just go straight into the action? Do not put the input delay at 20. Pro tip.
What if we did, though? What if we fought as though we were underwater?
Then you're a stronger player than I'll ever be, I'll tell you that.
Right, right. Hold your breath while fighting.
This is a popular Nier palette, right? I feel like all the Niers in top 8 have rocked the pastel purple.
What if it's just default? Like, what if it's just, I don't need to pick a color?
Maybe that's just what they're feeling.
Which is very uncharacteristic of the Granblue community.
True.
You know, big thank you so much to the NAPC Granblue Discord for always fighting tooth and nail for this game.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all deserve this game. For real.
Yep, during the original version of the game, you know, delay-based, we were like, oh, man, you know, it's hard to get games outside of your region, but now with the addition of rollback, you guys are able to find such a burgeoning community in Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. I'm super excited to bring you guys some more action as we head into game #1. Just make sure everything's all good with these controllers before we head right on into it.
Yes, indeed. Coach Steve taking the notes, getting ready with the Siegfried. We are locking in RoboCop with Nier. This is the Nier onslaught, right? But of course, you know, Siegfried, also one of those, you know, like we were talking about earlier, one of those top pick characters.
Yeah.
He has been pretty popular on the character selection polls.
Yeah, it's really easy to look at this dude in the full suit of armor and be like, oh man, huge buttons, but he's probably pretty slow, right? No, that 6XL is, he's quite mobile for all the armor that he's got on. So we'll be able to go toe-to-toe with Nier in the mid-screen. Just go straight into the action for Game 1 winners top 8.
All right, round start. Nice 2H with the full pickup. Nice routing here. I got that down special to finish it out and carry to this corner. What if it's the EX, so we have a little bit more time before it recovers? And you see there, the 2M trying to coax RoboCop into taking a reflect action there with the DP.
Yep. Ooh, there we go, the unblockable setup. Not ready for it. It's the clean 2-touch perfect for Coach Steve.
It was very clean because we were very patient in that corner situation to either bait out, one, the guard cancel, or two, that DP interaction. We finally got the DP and Coach Steve very quickly capitalizing on it.
There we go.
Ooh, spot dodge. Nice, but the throw was ready for it here.
Yeah, hard call out on the DP, just running up to keep that pressure.
Nice. We do have 50% meter here, so that's an opportunity, but the guard cancel going to get duffed by the back special from Nier. We were able to close it out here and get the EX set up. Nice medium flurry here just to get the block stun. Coach Steve holding on to block button here to avoid the mix-up.
Yeah, there we go. No cross-up action here. Puts you back into the corner, but back throw just swaps up the sides once again. Tries to go for the Brave counter, baited out by the delay. Andre RoboCop trying to tie it up, and with no BP to your name, that's a round.
It was an empty jump into I will stare at you and watch you make your action.
Exactly.
And it was that spot dodge that allowed for RoboCop to get the punish. And since we were down on BP, it was a great call to go for the Raging Strike.
Exactly.
The risk being, if Coach Steve was ready for it, with a spot dodge, that would have been a punish, and we'd have a different story. But tied up in rounds, Coach Steve already down a bravery point, and nice 5L to shut down Death almost immediately.
Yeah, immediately ready after the JU says, no, you're not going to get the Death set for free. Now set up in the corner. It's a DP to fight back on out here. Has to use a lot of stocks for these EX cancels, though.
All right, side swap with the dash M.
Yep.
And dash L right back at you with the whiff throw, which is, you know, the usual mix here for Granblue. No bravery points here, so we need a single touch from RoboCop to close it out. I mean, you're already at 4 stock anyways. And you know, DP coming through. Good block here from Coach Steve. The 5L into the 2L interrupt here from RoboCop.
All right, Game 1 to RoboCop. That's a heartbreaker for Coach Steve, right? Because you baited out the DP. You did Rekka, no follow-up to try and bait it out, but was not able to close it out. Now it's the game on the board here for Andre.
All right, Jump U coming through. Nice, already interrupting Death here. Ooh, interesting. I think that was the 5L, just did not happen to connect with Coach Steve right there. A little bit of visual noise, I missed it.
Oh, the unblockable setup once again. Andre, you got a spot dodge. Yes, you take the throw afterwards, but it's definitely a lot better than eating 50% of your life bar off of that 50%. The ultimate skill did so much, and another perfect for Coach Steve.
Yeah, RoboCop even laughing about that. So, all right, my bad. I'm sorry.
He's like, all right, you got me. My fault, my fault. Third time's the charm, though, as we head into round number 2.
Oh, good dash
Super jump back into dash L, okay.
Yep, nice pickup.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. We opted for just a throw while landing instead of going for an anti-air. I think 2H certainly would have hit right there.
Ooh. All right, same side. Flame wall gets you out of the corner at least.
Nice DP, and we're able to bring it back with the medium version of back special.
Yeah, awkward little pickup there. I don't think you wanted it to side swap, but at least cashed out on the damage. 5 stocks still available here for Andre, but barely any love left.
Yeah, very good to dash up on the EX flurry right there, just so we could at least close the gap.
Yep.
And if we did get the hit, we wouldn't be able to pick that combo up.
Exactly.
Dash out a little bit too far, so no blocks up, but that one will connect, shutting down the EX fireball setup. Actually, I think that was just a parry that we got.
Yeah,
no,
maybe.
it's fireball, it's fireball.
Okay, okay. All right, JU into the death grits right behind. You have 3 brave points to your name to be able to close it out with the raging chains. We're tied up 1 apiece.
I mean, that was a big spend. You already lost out on death, so you had to commit to that. Otherwise, it was going to be a tall order to try to contend in neutral against Siegfried.
Exactly. All right, super jump to 5 the anti-air. Coach Steve.
Thank God it wasn't a counter hit. That could have been far worse.
Oh, yeah. No far normals needed. It's all the close, all the side swap here to put you back up against the wall. Immediate spend on the BP.
More stagger. 2M, though.
Yep, EX Rekka. Oh, for the full screen core. Oh, never mind. Wrong special. All good.
Oh,
spot
dodge.
DP.
Yeah. All right, stagger with the 5L. It does succeed. Got a nice confirm for the corner. Big damage. And that is a game on the board. 1-all on this winner's side here.
Yep. Still in the first of 2, so this final game decides who moves on to winners finals. Let's see it.
Yeah, I mean, both really, fighting tooth and nail for every inch that they get. And honestly, RoboCop looking stressed up here right now. Yeah. Coach Steve been in this high-pressure situation time and time again. Ooh. But nice back throw. You have a lot of great setup opportunity, and opting for jump user, fine call, but unfortunately getting interrupted by DP.
Yeah, DP to go
so
right
is Coach
through.
Steve. Yeah.
It's already looking better than the previous round 1s, right? Where you've gotten so much damage off of the perfect and the unblockables. Andre fighting a little bit more aggressive this time, but now we're seeing the corner once again. Caught up on the Rekka follow-up.
Yeah, you can't be jumping here in that situation.
Nope. There we go, down to 50 after the super cinematic. Coach Steve so ahead in this first round.
Hold on. You say so ahead, but Nier is literally 1 touch away from victory right now.
Oh, you're right, you're right. Even though
you are
right
literally
now,
1 touch away from victory right now.
Oh, I
you could have routed one more
curse once again. Coach Steve 1 round away from being sent to losers. There we go, run up for the 6XL, just barely right out of range, finds the 2M afterwards. All right, clean tech coming out from Andre. Still
nice.
Caught out post tech with the 6XL. Spend the raging chain.
Okay, good patience. Delayed though this time to try to sneak in a DP, and Coach Steve was much more patient there in that corner situation.
Oh yeah.
Tons of resources available for RoboCop, but gonna get scooped up out of it.
Yeah, tried to go for the spot dodge there. Maybe thinking there was gonna be an unblockable setup, but no, instead just grabbed right on through.
Oh. Dash M though, round start from Coach Steve. No anti-air from RoboCop.
Yeah, this is a scary set point for both of these players right now. Finds the throw.
Stagger, 5L, nothing doing though.
2M right out of range, trying to play a little bit more patient here.
You see that max range, you're going for the 2Ms, try to get the opens, nice throw.
Yeah, throw right on through the DP, gradually whittling away at the stocks, and definitely the HP as well. Pick up off the flame wall. Yeah, this will be a lot of damage, not quite gonna kill yet. Yep, you don't build the meter. Do we have the spot dodge? We don't! 3 for 3 on the unblockable, and Coach Steve moves on 2-1 to winners finals.
And ask you immediately after RoboCop, am I supposed to spot dodge
He's
that?
like, what do I do?
Yes.
It's like, yes, you spot dodge. I can grab you after, but it's much better than taking the damage from the EX bomb.
Yeah, it is one of those hard choices. Again, sometimes just take the throw, but fighting games do sometimes have those situations that are very difficult to get out of.
Exactly.
Where it's the better of the worst options, right?
Yeah.
there are 2 bad options.
Pick your poison.
Here. You got to pick
energy.
which one you want to take, and it's the throw that you want to take there. To your point, right? Of just if I get the spot dodge, then great. I'm only going to take throw damage.
Yep.
But then I have to rinse and repeat. But you caused Coach Siegfried to spend 50% meter out of that interaction, and that's the W that you take there. Yeah, you took a little bit of damage, but you're not going to guarantee. Yeah, exactly. You took a lot of meter for it. And fact of the matter is, because of the comeback factor that Nier has built into her toolkit anyways, if you come out with all that meter, because you were, I want to say, 15% away from a full overdrive in that corner situation, so take that throw rather than the attack, and you'll be okay. But also, I think that was I'd have to double check that life bar scenario, get the replay on it, but I think we were either way.
Yeah, maybe throw could have killed too.
If you did spot dodge, you would have died from throw. It was your checkmate scenario there. But moving on to this bracket here, we will have Nitro up against Bwead here for our next top 8 match.
It's going to be the Nier mirror, the Nier, if I'm not mistaken, right? Fighting it out for the losers quarterfinals.
Near death is showing up here is what we got.
Absolutely. Near death and another near death on the other side as we wait for this button check.
Of course, it's been an interesting road here. You know, what, 4, 5 Nier, 6 Nier? How many Niers?
Decent amount here. So what was it? It was Nitro.
Yep, Nitro, Bwead.
And Bwead.
Yeah, RoboCop, right? Okay. But NeoKarsh, Lucar were the outliers, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Which, unfortunately, Katalina going down. And Medusa was also the outlier, too, with that Beelzebub. But going into it here is going to be that Nier mirror, like you said. And it is an interesting back and forth of who can kind of counter-hit the other person. This mirror isn't bad at all for this character. She does have a hard time countering herself, though. That's the catch, which is very interesting for a mirror match, because most of the time, a character can have answers for themselves. Nier is one of those characters that, like, well, once she gets locked down, it's going to be about if I got meter to get out of that situation. Yeah,
it's a double throw whiff. So Nitro in the light purple, Bwead in the white, and also taking a lot of this pressure from the sandwich.
Bwead messed you up with the white.
Wait, white Bwead?
White
That's crazy,
Bwead.
dog. All right, there you go, vacuum. Just walk back, try and bait out a throw tech. Ooh, baits out the DP, though. Yeah, you were a little bit late, so you just running for the guaranteed throw punish.
All right, nice pull through for the frame trap. Yeah. And I like the step back here because it could have been that guard cancel. Unfortunately, Nitro down to 1 card. Yeah. Immediate spend and not quite there for killing.
Yeah, this is fine, though. You just need one more special to try and bring it back. Now we're seeing a lot more ultimate skills coming out from Bwead. I think that's going to be the big difference between Bwead and Nitro going into the set, right? Lots of use of the ultimate skill from Bwead, whereas Nitro is really just saving a lot of these resources for the kill confirms.
Absolutely.
Ooh, there we go. Caught out with the pirouette. Death Grips doesn't make its mark.
All right, there we go. Another EX flurry for you here off the special.
Yep.
Nice. Back special does connect here for you.
This is what JoJo's looks like in real time, right? They're not even punching each other. It's just the stands doing the dirty work. But now,
all the work.
Trying to save a little bit of those card stocks, but no, immediately ultimate death spin.
Both at 6 stock here, but Nitro fully stocked on Skymount meter.
Yep.
Ooh. Yep. 1 touch is all that Nitro needs. And we might get it. Yeah, 1 more touch into Skybound. Should be able to kill right here and does succeed.
The finish for Nitro. Game number 1. All right, sometimes you just got to keep the game plan simple, right? If you're using so much of that meter for the 2-1-4U, constantly trying to vie for positioning in the mid-screen, we're seeing Nitro every single round have access to that SBA that's able to seal out the damage differential.
And also the answer in this matchup is literally the type of player that you're going up against.
Right.
If you're opposing Nier and you're in this mirror match, wants to play this type of game, right? To constantly go for dash L into the volleyball B&B, then you can play that full screen to kind of call out a lot of those setups, because then they're having a hard time getting into you, playing that neutral, and then you can kind of stagger with some of these specials.
There we go. Nice. Shimmy up to 2-6M.
Ooh. Yeah, dash him again. It's going to, again, maximizing the range that you do have in your arsenal is definitely going to help you tremendously. Ooh, that's not what we wanted here. Bwead going to pay the price for that unfortunate Raging Strike attempt there. I wonder if we were trying to pick it up off the hop on the other side here, but Nitro coming out on top for it.
Yeah, you went for the full spend to try and kill with the Raging Chain, since the Heartbreaker still able to bring it back, and now Nitro on set point.
Ooh, nice with the heavy to start. That's a good starter, honestly. A bunch of damage for that with a very massive amount of card spend, but with the Raging Chain follow-up. All right, be careful on these combos. Yeah, no more death for at least 18 seconds here. We do have a couple Raging Strikes.
Yeah, tries to go for the reaction check to try and seal it back out. Triple auto combo.
No, goes for the 5U, and that is not safe here for Nitro. All right, nice DP.
Yeah, DP, we only have a little bit left until Nitro gets death back up. This is your chance. Bwead, you have to bring this back. Finds the swipe off of the death grips. 100 meters to your name. One more round on the board. You live another day.
That was a very important interaction to have in that corner.
Yep.
Again, like you said, Death coming back would have sealed it out for Nitro to have a very good chance of returning the favor because we only needed the one touch.
Exactly.
Would have been like that DP opportunity here, but Bwead staying on top of it, well aware of the resources at hand for Nitro. All right, hold this block, and look at that. Actually, lower damage than what we would want here. We're at a 7 count already on stocks, but Nitro gonna hold this corner position. Nice 2U pickup.
Ooh. There we go. You got to fight back and keep up this pressure any way that Nitro is able to get a 2M or any starter. Oh, except for the 6XL. If we drop it, no, again. Finally finds the pickup. Nitro with the Raging Chain moves on to loser semis.
Wow, that was the one critical moment right there, was to make sure that while Death was down for Nitro, you had to finish the job.
Yeah.
Otherwise, DP is going to be that lingering threat against you, and fortunately Bwead was able to do that, but even still in that corner situation, like if you look at the two different expenditures of Death, Nitro was definitely a big spend, but also in that final interaction that we saw, there wasn't as much damage as we were going for by the time we hit 6 or 7 on the counter. Right. So you're looking at that type of resource and trying to balance your offense a little bit better, which is what we saw with Bwead. Like we were sitting up with 10, but that was mostly because Nitro was very oppressive on offense, as a Nier player should be.
Yeah, exactly. I think, like you're saying, towards the end of the set, we were seeing Nitro end the combos a little bit earlier, realizing, oh, I'm not going to have lethal if I decide to go for the full spend here. Yes, I can go for, you know, try and leaning in towards Nier's really good buttons, 6XL and 2M as well, but I really want to have that Death behind me and seal it out with the super. So those adaptations really just keeping you up and keeping you moving forward into loser semis.
Absolutely. And we'll be moving on into this loser side, top 8, with NeoKarsh returning to the desk up against Andre. RoboCop also returning to the desk. Katalina up against Nier. It's going to be that Nier gauntlet. And even talking to NeoKarsh about this matchup, it's just like, great, well, I should probably pick another character that can contend with this. You know, thought about going for Siegfried, right? Siegfried is definitely that character that he believes that is going to be the answer against Nier, which, you know, like we talked about earlier, that's a really good answer, and it worked out for Coach Steve here. But we'll see how NeoKarsh approaches this one. NeoKarsh definitely has an arsenal of characters, certainly leans more so on Katalina, of course, but yeah, when you have Nier, I don't think you really need to switch too much. Of course, explore the playing field if you like, but Nier is a very strong character through and through. Is very reliable. Especially if you know how to manage her resources very well. And by the time you do come into a situation where you're out of resources, the match is almost over.
Exactly. And we're talking a lot about the Nier, right? But just a shout out, in the winner's side, waiting in winner's finals is Wavie versus Coach Steve. So Cagliostro versus Siegfried. So the Niers are fighting it out back down here in the loser side to try and bring it back for that grand finals. But they have quite a few titans to, you know, make their way through to get that opportunity.
Are we going Michael Jordan? Are we going Michael Jordan?
Let's see. Oh, no Granthony Fantano today. We're sticking with old reliable on the Catalina.
Wait.
My fault?
NeoKarsh, don't play with my heart like this!
Oh, bro, you can't do that to me. Even Andre's like, dude, what's going on over there? All right, we are sticking with the Catalina here. Playing up the crowd a little, but no, old reliable is what we're rocking with.
Okay, all right. Katalina for that max range here, being able to counterpoke some of the offense from Nier. But again, the way that RoboCop has been playing really kind of tempered those expectations. We saw against that in that Coach Steve match, they were able to vary the timing of DP, which is very important, honestly. You're getting used to the tendency of how your opponent is going to be pressing you on Oki, and RoboCop able to recognize that is actually pretty strong.
Yeah, let's see it. The other side of your losers' quarters already.
Oh, very good route here to close. Already get the jump in to try to bait out a guard cancel, because you expect Nier is going to be right there on top of you. The Raging Chain! Oh no, this is a dire situation with 3 stock left. Not quite at overdrive, or excuse me, Skybound Art.
Yeah, opting not to use the BP, maybe thinking that Andre thought that you were going to go for it and not spending the Raging Chain, but still you lost so much health for it. You have to keep Andre on the defensive here. Spot dodge on the DP, should be able to kill with SSBA.
Yes,
don't drop.
Absolutely.
No, went into the ultimate skills.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. I'm not sure. Okay, we
still able to seal it out with 2M. That was scary. I think SSBA might have been able to kill, but NeoKarsh still able to hold you down in the corner. Maybe wasn't sure.
Might have been able to kill, but also no death on the table. I don't have to worry about DP.
You're right.
I'm a god in the corner. I'm Katalina. What do I have to be afraid of against your stubby normals, Nier?
You're right. Opting to go for the guaranteed 2-touch afterwards, but now once again stuck in the corner looking at this Granblue zone.
Far M got the thrust, and look at that, just getting out of dodge immediately with that backdash. The 2U not going to work. We have to go for the jump U to set up Death a little bit closer to NeoKarsh, and we're lingering right on top because the moment Death activates, that stand M would actually interrupt Death here. See, there we go. 2M pickup. This is huge. Went for the EX thrust here to go for maximum damage.
Yeah, that was huge. Not only did the walk back 2U catch out Death, but obviously Andre right behind as well. Now it's one touch, 50 meter for an ultimate skill conversion. Throw range as well off the jump in, but it's an empty throw. NeoKarsh takes the first game.
Yes, that was a very strong showing, and it all took place on the west side of the screen here. Like every single interaction and very calculated dismantling of the defensive play, the active defense from RoboCop here.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's see it. Just toss up far L real quick.
Ooh. All right, nice. Jump in comes through. And we're still get the follow-up, and you're much too far away. Nier, with those stubby normals, can't confirm with that. That's why you go for dash L at that range and a 2U, because that is the maximum range you're going to play at. You can try to test Katalina, but 2M will always be a threat from her.
Exactly. Oh, no, tried to go for the projectile at the mid-screen, but now we're seeing a lot of Andre kind of taking to the skies, right? We saw a little bit of JU in the previous game, but now going for a lot of these jump-ins, making NeoKarsh think, oh, can I throw out the far M? Can I throw out the projectiles? But no, instead we're slashing red on through.
Another jump U, another fireball set up here at max range. You're going for thrust, where we're still safe.
Yeah, the tipper thrust is so scary to try and deal with, right? And a lot of times NeoKarsh playing right outside of range of 2M, but the backdash caught by Super.
Even RoboCop thought that wasn't going to hit. I thought for sure NeoKarsh was blocking, but we make do with what we got. And yeah, that EX Flurry series here from RoboCop will take that first round.
Yeah, picked up into the big meaty claws. It's a round on the board here for Andre. Swipe on through with the death grips.
I almost wonder if NeoKarsh tried to spot dodge the super, and then unfortunately got blown up for that, because that lingers a little bit longer.
Yeah. The active frames on the super, the active frames on the pirouette, spinning right on through that spot dodge. Once again, NeoKarsh trying to use these universal defensive mechanics, but finally finds the fight on back here to this West Coast.
Yep, 2H, got the ender, maximum damage here.
Yep. All right, back
nice block, but not able to get the follow-up here. That's unfortunate.
6XL recovered in time, but still not able to punish the DP like you needed. Andre ties it up.
Yeah, NeoKarsh not happy with that interaction. No. I think if we would have went for medium triple attack, it might have been able to catch up here. It was just that range that was too far to go for it.
All right, both these players taking a sec before they rematch. This could be their final game over here in Granblue, top 8 at TNS number 9. All right, playing a little bit slower here. Super jump back, but still caught out by the advance. The run up far M once again stuck in this corner. We've seen this time and time again. 50 meter for NeoKarsh. All right.
Nice tech.
Far M once again played a little slow. Try and wait out some DP action, but no, 2M reaches so far. NeoKarsh has been doing such a good job of spacing it out, but finally Andre fights back out to the mid-screen.
Okay, nice little backdash, trying to bait out another DP opportunity. Andre has a lot of work to do if they want to catch up. All right, so one more touch is all that we're looking for, but immediate guard cancel from NeoKarsh. It's still going to get opened up. That's so unfortunate, but no more death on the field. We're going to go for this Raging Chain.
I don't think you kill combo limit, right? Even if you spend the third, Ooh, you end it with a 6-6M. The worst thing possible could have been to drop, so immediately going for that reaction check to try and seal it out. Smart from Andre, now it's set point.
That lean back from RoboCop here was literally the thank God you actually got hit. I wasn't sure if it's going to work. I took the gamble, and NeoKarsh falling to that is the sigh of relief that RoboCop was looking for, but the wall splat amounts to big damage here for NeoKarsh. Nice ender.
Exactly. Shoulder check with a 6XL. Once again, we see far and we see tipper thrust, but this time it's the punish on the DP. We knew we needed the EX for the perfect.
Final game, final round here.
All right, fighting for your tournament lives. Last round here in losers quarters.
Yo, it was a jump L. We could have punished on landing there, but unfortunately it was in the opposite direction. Nice swat at death with the stand M.
Yeah, not just going to let that 236H go out for free. Reflector into the back step. That kept you right out of range of that DP. Oh, no.
Bop. But we have 3 stocks left. One more touch is all that we need. That maximum damage is available here from RoboCop. I mean, even a reversal super, but the thrust, oh my God.
Scary reflector into the backstep. Now we're seeing a lot more aggression from Andre. You have so much health to try and work with here, and only one hit is what you need. Caught out of the JU.
All right, so a big situation here for NeoKarsh to hold the corner, but that threat. Oh no, wasn't ready for the thrust. That is so unfortunate, because that would have been another punish opportunity. Now we are in one combo situation here. Here's the Skybound Dart. Doesn't connect. This is the punish. NeoKarsh can close this out and will succeed. 2-1 victory here. NeoKarsh to advance on this loser side top 8.
meeting Nitro in the losers semis. No drops towards the end there. We saw a couple misconversions in, those previous games, but able to clutch it up in that final interaction.
Yeah.
What a heart-wrencher.
It was so bizarre to see that the EXDP come out and after the close heavy, not get the follow-up on triple attack there.
Yeah.
Like that was for sure supposed to be the closer for NeoKarsh, and unfortunately not able to get the follow-up after RoboCop coming out on top there. But NeoKarsh is a very tenured fighting game player, not just for Granblue, just across multiple fighting games. So these situations, again, water on a duck's back, just like, hey, you know what? It happened.
Exactly.
Move on for the next interaction because I can't.
In Wavie's side. Cool. Playing it a little bit slower here, just trying to reacquaint.
No EX round start like we had in the last game.
Finds the spot dodge timing to try and hold that space against the flame wall, but still pushed back into the corner. Once again, it's a throw for Coach Steve.
All right, so got stagger pressure. Nice follow through here with the Raging Chain. Yeah, already such a substantial life lead here from Coach Steve. Ooh. Oh, but the low hex, able to get the teleport to carry. Oh, no, it was too high to get the hula hoop follow-up.
Ooh, yeah, caught out with the seal. Holds down the pressure as you tech back into it. Caught out with the overhead. Oops. Not a ton of damage, but this will be caught out with the 6XL.
Nice low block here, and will be blocking the super, but too far away to get a full punish. Nice. I think that was 5H, but still a spirit to get that distance. Able to close the gap. Unfortunate. Dash L able to close this out.
Yeah, again, Siegfried has a lot of these big buttons to try and hold down this air and this ground space, but you still have to be careful, right? That 6XL deceptively fast on this character.
Yeah. All right, 5H off the wall with the hula hoop.
Yep.
All right, able to set up a rock here.
Yep. Nice little pickup, go for the jump
Ooh,
in.
Very scary stuff, goes for the double overhead. Stagger, nice throw this time around here. Able to get that corner position. Brilliant spot to be in if you're Coach Steve. We're trying to go for the guard cancel, doesn't work out, but the guard cancel back from Coach Steve does.
Yeah, trading all these resources back and forth. BP for BP, meter for meter, trying to hold down and finally get an opportunity to fight back in this corner, but this should be the kill for Wavie.
Absolutely, goes for the Raging Strike.
All right, tied up, one apiece here on the rounds.
Nice jump install, able to clear the heavy pillar there from the projectile of Siegfried.
Yeah, no punish, but at least you got the guard cancel out. Stay up is Wavie with the TP on the other side, picks up off the seal, and puts one more on the board here with the 50 meter.
Right, dash up, one more time here, another rock send, and I don't care if you back dash, I got 5H to cover the ground.
Yep, whiff 6XL, didn't recover in time to try and punish, so far H gets a full counter hit for Wavie. Stuck out with the ultimate spear, doesn't catch out anything from Coach Steve though.
Oh, nice low with the dash M.
Yep.
But does get this open, will succeed in a finish. 2-0 lead right now in this winner's finals for Wavie.
Just needs one more to move on. The pressure is so terrifying to try and get your way back on out, right? The ultimate spears catching out any opportunity to, try and set up the flame wall and approach behind it. So Coach Steve really locked to some of these dash normals, 6XL, 6XM, as we head into game number 3.
Got both players here. Get back into it one more time. Both shaking their head at the end of that last round. And Wavie won, which is pretty funny to see. All right, so we got the Raging Strike immediately spending another battle point here to get out of the corner. But another follow-up here. Wavie gonna hold this corner position. Double, the side swap. Nice.
Straight into the seal. No follow-up required. Wavie on set point here. There you go, playing aggressive, run up for the far H. Coach Steve trying to play the spacing game here with these two M's.
Yeah, side swap does continue to press with 5L, but doesn't open up quite yet thanks to the block button there. Ooh, too high though. That's actually a nice opportunity there for Coach Steve because now we got the big counter hit off of 2H. Carry to the corner.
Yep. EX working all the way over to the other side, set out the steers.
That was a 2H attempt right there, but we were already too far over. That's why the hurt box extended. Looked a little wonky on the jump in, but the extended hurt box because of 2H attempt.
There we go, bounce off the wall once again. Next hit should be able to go. Wait, we have the Raging Chain into the meat grinder. Should be.
No, drop out. That's unfortunate, and Coach Steve will capitalize on this interaction here. Does have Super Skybound Art available, and we only need a single touch to close it out.
All right, ultimate flame ball. You needed the speed.
My God. Yeah, with throw does get challenged. Nice tech from Wavie.
Yes, they got the little leggy trying to find any 6XL to fight on back. EX bump recovers in time, but it doesn't kill off of the anti-air.
All right, it is a scramble for the final hit. The teleport works out in favor of Wavie here, going up 3-0 over Coach Steve in this winner's finals.
Knocked on the door with the close L, but the anti-air just a little bit too low. Wavie seals it with the TP.
Whew. All right, so a very close run too, and wait for both players to keep their cool, especially after you know, that technical difficulty there, because sometimes the ice does happen, right? You know, when you're on the hot streak, especially after come off a victory. But maybe that's the moment that Wavie needed to recollect her thoughts. But regardless, though, we see it's a hard read. Wavie's got such a good poker face when sitting on the sticks because she's so confident in her play that it's just stoic, right?
Exactly,
you can't tell, are you stressed or are you feeling good? Are you happy? Like, which one are we doing here?
Yeah, shaking the head even on the victory. It's like, oh, it could have been a little bit cleaner. Could have sealed it down in one less interaction, but that's the mentality you got to have to be in winner's side of grand finals. But hopping back onto the loser side, we got loser semi to play out. We have NeoKarsh versus FlyQuest's own Nitro.
Yes, when you're chasing perfection, when you're chasing that next step in your competitive drive, in your performance in fighting games, you know, you won't accept anything less than just constant improvement. So honestly, a lot of us fighting game players are our own worst critics, you know. I feel like in life there are moments where we do have that, where we're just like, man, I should have done better. I should have done this. But also, it's great to have that little voice in your head to continue to push yourself, to strive for better. Not resting on your laurels here in Wavie. Certainly not doing that. We get that across the Granblue community where they're constantly striving for better and better. And we are seeing that throughout the tournament here. And we're going to see that here with NeoKarsh coming up next here on the loser side. Yo, with the throw down of the wallet, we're throwing down a money match, NeoKarsh?
Yeah, empty the pockets, run the set. All right,
you know,
so we are going to be seeing another, you know, NeoKarsh kind of going through the Nier gauntlet right now.
Yeah.
Eliminated Andre RoboCop in losers quarters, and now moving on to another Nier in Nitro with losers semis. So I wonder if that, you know, momentum is going to help them going into it, or if the playstyles between these two players, these two Niers, is going to be so different that the strategies that you use to get to loser semis are actually going to be tripping you up, and you need to adapt even further to try and take this next set.
Yeah, the nice thing about this is Nitro has like that very simple and clean Nier play. What you've come to expect. Utada Hikaru up on deck with the set play that we do have for Nier, right? Because it's that easy P&B, the juggle back and forth. We get down to about half of our card stock, and you're already at 50% health on the opponent, and one more interaction is all that you need. You like to rest on a very easy game plan here, which is fine. You don't need to overcomplicate the situation because that is very easy to go to. She has a lot of great tools that can confirm off of it. We see the 2U attempt. We see Nitro really kind of pull back on how we're spending on combos with death summons as we get lower in stock, and it does depend upon the life point. Like, Nitro is very reactive to how to interact with Nier in these low card situations, and the way that NeoKarsh was handling that previous Nier set, right? Like, was very well aware of like what to look for and trying to bait out DP opportunities, trying to bait out those reversals so we could get those punishes.
Alrighty, yeah, making a lot of good use of that corner pressure. You know, far M and the tipper thrust to stay right outside of 2M, right? Nier's, you know, greatest Abare starter, able to get so much off of it. Right. Well, let's see. It looks like we're heading right into game number 1.
All right, Fireball to start the 2U. Doesn't send Death out quite yet here. Was a little bit too far, I think. We could have done EX to get the gap close out and maybe picked up, but yeah, back EX special. Not quite going to work out here. And also, Fireball's really contending at that mid-range, daring you to set up Death. Did blow it up initially, but now we got the back throw for the corner. Yo, still able to 5L?
Yeah, found the close L, but didn't believe in the hit there. Still stuck in the corner with Death right on top of you. Pretty menacing, but able to clear her off the screen here and fight back out. Once again, these spaced out thrusts just catching out Nitro right at the edge of his, you know, buttons ranges.
Absolutely.
Ooh, close to throw. It's not quite enough.
Oh, yeah, not quite for any sort of chip territory. Needs one more special and then another one after in order to get the kill. All right, but now we are in chip, so it's anything into it,
Ooh.
I mean, if you wanted to land and just DP, I would have done that.
Honestly,
that's me. That's me. I'd be bad.
You would let it rock like that?
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, dang, that's crazy.
Go for the checkmate. All right, first round here over to NeoKarsh, able to get a pickup off the counter hit 66H.
Ooh, good blocks though, but uses the frame trap here to lock it in. Yeah, now we go for the simple route, right? Nice pickup here from Nitro. Goes for the medium to get that frame, or excuse me, for the super plus situation.
Yeah, pick up the 6-6 and the death grips right behind. One hit confirm into the super, and it kills.
Just a couple heavies right back to back, my goodness.
Yep. Especially at such low card stocks, it does so much damage. We're tied up on the rounds here in game number 1.
Ooh, that was a big back special starter here off the EX. Ooh, nice. And again, back low.
Yeah, Powered Far H just has so much range when you have Death behind it. But still, Death right behind you. The pirouette doesn't find anything. NeoKarsh back on out.
That was a very good threat right there, but 2 stocks left over. NeoKarsh is a single touch away.
Yep.
Nitro needs a couple more in order to finish the deal.
Yeah, there we go. One hit into the Raging Strike for either of these players should be able to do it.
Nice. All right, got DP. You are at the corner with 50%, but the Raging Chain will follow through. We should be able to seal it, and we definitely do after the second Raging Chain. Nitro taking that first game.
Yeah, you want all the BP in the world there.
Lucas,
Quite the help lead, too.
Good transition right there, Lucas. Right after the Psychic turnout off of Death 3 Summon, we go right to this camera. Are you kidding me?
The classic. Damn, he's good, but still got to be better to try and tie it up here in game number 2. Ooh, Tipper thrust once again. Stuck in this Granblue zone, trying not to be too antsy and get caught up by the near 2M. Yep, volleyball side swap for the run out.
Oh, geez, too far. Yeah. I mean, maybe should have been the back special into Flurry right after that instead of Flurry for that distance. But jump L to maintain the air-to-air. 5 stocks, 2 left. Spend for the extra damage. And now we only need 2 interactions, this is okay, right?
Yeah.
You've already spent your damage, you're already there. You can confirm with 2 combos off of death actions, or you just go for what we saw here, the 5L and the Raging Chain.
Exactly. Spend it even when it's not lethal. Now you're 166L away. Now you're 1 round away from moving on to losers finals. All right. Set the projectiles on the screen. Try and force out the spot dodge. Caught out with the thrust.
This harassment is key. We saw that in the first game, first round, where this was opening up Nitro quite a few times. It was stopping Death from moving on. Nice 2H pickup.
Full charge thrust. Caught out on the other side.
No! That is so unfortunate. That was the close heavy, and we didn't get the turnaround.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit too late there for the pickup. Actually ended up bouncing out of the corner, and now Nitro has another chance at life here. 100 meter to his name, full BP. NeoKarsh taking a lot of damage here with only 1 BP in the tank.
Hey, that's all right. You're still 1 touch away. The thrust not close enough to get to the wall for the challenge, but we go for dash L just to close the gap against Nitro here. Still be careful. With 5 stock left, you are also 1 touch. That's not going to... Oh, it does.
2U into the parry. Yeah, the SSBA so clean on the pickup and so clean on the kill. Nitro seals it out 2-0.
Yeah, I thought we were too far for the 2U into Super Skymount Art, but it does track right to the opponent there. Yeah. Unfortunate, but yeah, that was a clean confirm with that 2U. But let's hear it for NeoKarsh showing up here in this Granblue top 8, folks.
Yep, show some love. Out at number 4 here. Such a stacked Granblue bracket, and now we're heading into our final sets of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving on to this losers finals here. Nitro all warmed up with this Nier play. And going up against Coach Steve on Siegfried. So Siegfried did have a previous match with Nier earlier. We saw it up against RoboCop. So we do have some experience here, but now we're going for this different style of Nier, right? Like you said, the play style in this game, like player expression, is very interesting because there is always like that additional layer when you come into Granblue. With Nier, you do have like your very basic B&B routing, which is still very strong, and Nitro has showcased that, but also has that mid-screen fundamentals to not overspend on comboing with Death, but is able to quickly route into, like, you know, like we saw the 2U into Skymount Art, is aware of like just doing what is exactly necessary to get the victory.
Exactly. And we have a lot of other Nier players, you know, in the scene too.
New York is in the crowd here, really trying to help out Nitro. What kind of advice is Coustic's trying to give? Even Tong's trying to, no.
My advice is lock in, do your best. No, don't expose the secrets.
Yo, New York is out here to, Tong knows that it's not even real advice. Coustic's is playing this game, trying to tell Nitro what to do. Nitro's in losers finals here.
Hey, maybe just giving him the pep talk, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
You got it, bestie. Go off.
No, Coustic's went up there and said, hey, if you take this, all of New York took this.
Okay.
If you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. That's New York way, from what I've heard on the documentary Spider-Man 2.
Not the documentary.
That's true. It's true. It was
Media has, you know, really given New York quite a name here, but yeah, speaking of names, you know, Nitro, not one of the Niers that's really going for, you know, complex setups on Nier.
Yeah.
A lot of times they're, you know, you can try and be efficient with the stocks and with the damage, try and go for these complex layered 50-50 scenarios, but a lot of times, you know, cashing out on the damage where we can, spending stocks and saying, okay, if we run out, it's all good because I'm able to cash out on so much. Even if I have no death behind me, I have the BP, which I've saved from not being too aggressive with trying to get out on defense with these Brave counters, and now I'm 166L, I'm 1-2M away from a Raging strike and sealing out the round every single time.
Yeah, and that's a very important call because oftentimes we will see where Nier players will mistakenly go for the full combo extension with Nier without paying attention to the resource that they have available.
Right.
And when you get down to that one stock, if you try to combo again and you're out of stock, then you're out 18 seconds on spending Skybound Dart.
Yeah,
so it's still a very good awareness on Nitro to understand the resources available to them to get that combo finish.
Yeah.
But Coach Steve, of course, having to wait for Coach Steve because he's just too good at video games.
Yeah,
like,
but
at this point. But now here with Siegfried to challenge a lot of this Nier play that we did see, we're going to see a lot of Fireball game. We do see those quick interrupts in the stagger game. I really think the stagger game is going to work out very well because we're at that max range 2M to try to goad out the DP reversal attempt or even ultimate skill DP, which is usually that go-to invulnerable reversal that Nier has. But it's a 50% spend. Both coming from New York here. It's a back-to-back New York matchup. I can't believe. Wait a minute. Did New York fix this?
Hey, you traveled all the way out to Florida just to have the New York losers
This is
finals.
suspicious. We got Acoustics giving coaching tips to Nitro, and Coach Steve out here. All right, hold on. Wait.
Hey, he's got 2 dogs in this race.
Quite literally 2 dogs in this race.
2 homies.
Woo. All right. So who likes Coach Steve for this matchup? Again, no one liked Coach Steve.
Oh, we got a lot of
what
Nitro
happened?
fans, huh?
Why don't y'all like Coach Steve?
All right, what about Nitro fans? Any Nitro fans over here in the crowd?
Y'all don't even like Nitro? Y'all just don't like New York?
Maybe
New York ain't even cheering for him.
Maybe they're waiting for Wavie in the winner's side. I get it. But we still have losers finals here. Just making sure we're all good on the buttons before we head into game number 1. It's Siegfried versus Nier.
Crazy. Even your homies don't have you. Like, what is going on?
So, sometimes you got to fight for yourself, fight for your own glory here. Let the intros rock.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
All right, nice dash M.
Ooh. Yeah, just dashed a little bit too short here. That's a big throw whip right in front of your face. So Nitro taking full advantage.
Oh, geez, the jump you. I like that stuff. That was really cool here from Nitro. All right, nice. Got the ultimate skill to carry to the corner here. Very smart stuff from Coach Steve to try to take advantage of this situation.
Ooh. Okay, the JL just catching out the jump. Full pickup into the Raging Strike.
Yeah, we go for the Raging Strike to course correct that the routing there so we can make sure we get the guaranteed triple attack after.
Yep, EX Orkin tries to wait out a DP attempt, but instead 2M fights on back. You're holding back, but not the down back. Still makes our way back into this corner, though, with the Raging Strike. Should be able to seal it out off of the EX Rekka. There we go.
Nice little finish right there. And all that because we did the ultimate skill to carry to that corner and then make things miserable for Nitro. Really trying to bait out, again, those DPs that Coach Steve has seemed so successful. Almost had an unblockable right there,
Yeah,
actually.
that was scary. You tried to jump on over, but still caught out by the very tip top of the flame wall. Now, back up against the wall here, off of the clash. Coach Steve getting caught out.
All right, stagger on the L series here. Goes for the unique action while standing in recall death.
Yep.
And now 2H goes for the plus situation here because, again, look at that. We're at 4 stock. 1 more combo is all that.
Yeah, ultimate DP
Nitro
on the other
needs,
side. Spend the 50 to make sure they can't spot dodge OS it, but still run the sword through all the way to the other side. Lots of health to make your way through here for Coach Steve.
That's 2M. All right, dash L, Raging Chain to follow through and get the finish here.
Ooh.
First round for Nitro, so round apiece.
Yep.
Battle 3. Engage.
All right, playing a little slower in this round start here. Just walk back into the firewall, and so difficult to try and contest.
Yeah, I mean, it was the EX standard special right there,
Yep.
or back special rather, so we had a couple hits on that one. 1 spot dodge will do, but you need a second to back you up.
Ooh. Yeah, tried to go for a Raging Strike setup, but still, Brave counter right on through.
Right. Nice throw.
100-meter both sides. You still have a decent amount of stocks here for the DP. Not going to get the opportunity to use them, though, with the super. Doesn't quite kill. 1 touch.
Nice tech out.
All right. 2M volleyball action straight into the super. Try and get some BP back.
Oh my God! Actually, you might be. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Okay. Okay. When you
Still
see
living.
the eyes, it's usually a tell, but it's only
I know.
because we're down 3 or below stocks on Super Skybound Art.
All right, first game here over to Coach Steve. The SSBA wasn't enough. They're lapping it up. They're like, dude, this character kind of does a lot of damage. They're like, yeah, so does yours.
Nah. Do you think they're gonna do
He needs
anything?
it. He needs it. game number 2 here, just throwing out the 6XLs. Yeah, we haven't seen the sort of Damocles too much. That air stall coming out from Siegfried, but all right, caught out with the DP once again. Backdash puts you further and further into the corner, but with 11 stocks, you've got to be careful of that DP. But with that respect, allowing Nitro to 2M right out of the corner for the side swap.
All right, goes for the stand H, tries to make the threat there, and should be able to pick up. Nice. Unfortunately, has to course correct here.
Ooh,
Nice.
through with the
Got the dash
6-6
through.
Yep. Sometimes when all you need is that last hit, you got to be able to reaction check them. Not every game, but just enough to keep it on the mental stack here. Round up for Nitro.
Brings it down to the unique action from the air. Nice. Dash L. Let's get that EX follow-up one more time. Ooh. Yeah, that's actually a very good fireball because the DP does cover it, but you're no harm, no foul as Siegfried here.
Exactly. Spent the stock, you know, you didn't get hit by the firewall, but still not able to escape, right, with that lingering hurt box, trying to use any way for death to get you out of this corner.
Yeah, very quick 5L there.
Yeah, double 6XL right on block. Some brave opportunities to try and take the pressure back.
And again, the exact same scenario, but we're able to follow it with the slam. Nice. The back special one more time here from Coach Steve, but immediate confirm to you into the Super Skybound art. And we are low on card stock, so it will actually do a ton of damage with no BP left, with throw a little bit too early on the plus frames, and another one back at you. Coach Steve still taking the W.
Here we go, back at you with the back throw, round apiece. Yeah, immediately set up the flame wall, just trying to stop any approach from Nitro. We've seen a lot of rounds start 6-6L, so trying to stop him in his tracks. Speaking of, stops death, but Nitro right behind with the Nier keeps the pressure on with 6XL.
Yo, that's 2 throws right there that Coach Steve is a little way too far to even attempt.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're trying to bait out like DP opportunity as Nitro comes out, so you're expecting the DP, but even still, that's still too far away for the throw to connect.
Yep.
Volleyball game does begin.
Haikyuu Oki starts once again, just waiting out for any brave counter opportunity, looking for a DP, does not bite, knows that you've been waiting so patiently every single time, but one hit into the super once again. It's a game on the board here for Nitro.
Okay, sign it all up in this losers finals here.
Yep.
First to 3 situation.
Ooh, yeah, caught up with the 6XM. So you've been seeing a lot of good rotation from Coach Steve, right? Either we put out the full flame wall to catch out the jump and 6XL, or we go on the aggressive ourselves, get that soft knockdown and a little bit of space with the dashing M.
Stagger on 5L, nice 2M confirmed, and immediate routing here. Got the BP spend for it, nice, goes for max damage, tries to go for the unblockable, but again, like you said, throw, but look at the life deficit that you're at. Like, yeah, you can take the throw, but this time around, it's to honestly just spend the special, make you block it,
Yeah, it was strip damage territory as well. You tried to be aggressive to fight your way back on out. Better that we dodged it, took the throw, and had a chance to fight back than just be caught out with the unblockable. But there we go. Another round on the board here for Coach Steve. Nitro, how do we respond? 6-6L. Oh, but caught out with the DP. You're being a little too aggressive with it.
Ooh, dash M just to stay out of the danger zone, but still able to connect against Nitro here.
Volleyball pressure once again. Caught between rock and a hard place. Death and Nier. No, just running for the raging strike check.
Oh, gonna spam with the spot dodge? Actually, we just blocked that situation here. Able to still challenge.
Yeah, no death stocks available, but any 6-6L into raging strike should be able to tie up the round counts here.
2L.
So Coach Steve, run up with the 2L.
All right. I mean, unfortunately, it will be damage mitigation, but this is to build back some of the bravery points here. And now look at this. 1 bravery point for Coach Steve, but none for Nitro.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it, but it's 1 touch on both sides, right? That 150 damage multiplier. Look at how much damage even the throw did.
Staggers with Fireball, 2L, and again, with no threat of death until the very last moments.
Yep.
It was all Coach Steve's opportunity to go for that pressure.
Yeah, frame trap, 2L into the EX wave. Now it's 1 game away from Coach Steve trying to get that run back in the grand finals loser side.
Oh, geez, dash him.
Caught up on the other side, no check on the cross through. There you go, spend the damage where we can. It's not the most damage in the world, but you're just trying to gradually whittle your way through that health bar. Spend some stocks where you have the opportunity.
But look at this, we're down to 6 stock right now.
Yep.
And we're not even at 50%, we just hit 50%.
Ooh.
So now, your next combo should be killing her, but a deep jump in from Coach Steve.
Looking for the corner once again, even down to the health lead, 100 meter apiece.
Our 2M. little bit too far, but still able to get the EX. Nice, down special.
Ooh, there we go, into the SBA. Set point for Coach Steve here off of the super. Nitro, how do we fight back?
I almost feel like at that point, was he at the 5 and you're not in your guaranteed to kill territory,
Yep.
you start to hold back on utilizing death as much as you would in the neutral.
Yeah.
So that kind of takes away an entire game plan from Nitro if Coach Steve can get to that threshold with more health. Ooh, yo!
But the run-up DP, hard call-out on the armor. Just go straight on through, brings us to the corner.
Yes. And we can pick up 5L. Yeah, goes to a blockable situation. Coach Steve with a 3-1 victory in this losers finals. But let's hear it for Nitro here, folks. Make some noise.
Great work here out at number 3. But speaking of, right, normally we see 3 jabs for that unblockable setup, right? Coach Steve, in the heat of the moment, that final interaction actually just goes for the 1 into the unblockable, switching up the setup. Knows that Nitro knows, so we gotta bring it 1 more layer faster.
1 more opponent remains for Coach Steve, but it's going to be a reset situation that we're going to be looking for here. Coach Steve taking a moment to take a breather, going to get some water and come back here. Needs to, you know, recuperate their thoughts as they take on Wavie once again in this grand final situation here. And this is a tall order because Wavie, you know, definitely maintained that control of the Cagliostro. Was able to set up a lot of low hexes that Coach Steve was still trying to challenge and in very smart ways, right? Going for those slams that would actually take out both of them at once and try to stay within the mid-range scenario against Wavie so that Coach Steve could at least get those interrupts on teleports. We saw a couple scenarios where even with the side swap happened, Coach Steve was still able to challenge and actually get a punish opportunity there. But Wavie made the immediate adjustment to try to temper those expectations, especially with the, again, the Golden Throne still able to come through and be such a significant issue for Siegfried to maintain that corner superiority.
Yeah, exactly. Siegfried, not quite as slow as we might think, you know, in the full suit of armor, but still locked on with so many of those seals, like you're saying, restricting a lot of that mobility, thinking, oh, where am I going to swing through? Do I want to try and commit to swiping the seals off the screen with the 2M, or is Wavie going to pull up behind me with the TP and catch me out for trying to, you know, eliminate that, that stage hazard?
All right, so both looking at the phone here. Honestly, Coach Steve is probably checking out the notes to prepare for this Cagliostro matchup. And, oh, hold on, Wavie's got a message here. Are you doing a gotcha poll?
I don't think so. I thought I saw a text box.
It must be that the announcement for Nicholas returning to Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising, or making their first appearance in Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising, surely.
Entirely possible that it is or is not that, but we got the zoom on the camera. Wavie pulling up. What do we got? What do we got for the people? A word before our grand finals.
See, that message actually says Nicholas is next for Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising.
Oh, the autofocus doing us dirty here.
Nope, can't see it. Can't see it.
A little further out, little further out.
It's clearly Nicholas.
Oh, jeez.
You got this,
Let
Wavie.
the camera focus. We're trying our best over here.
We can't even see it.
We're giving Coach Steve a little bit more time to recompose. I understand. Was that 66L?
Something 66.
Nerf, Nier, and 66L. I see.
Oh, okay, okay. Or
a sentiment we've heard, you know, at least once or twice before.
Alternatively, there are 2 more slots here in the Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising character roster here for the season pass. You got your Beatrix, you got your Vayne, right? Both those coming out. But, hear me out. Cyber Ninja with a giant mecha. Nicholas. Handsome individual. We could see him introduced into the Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising meta. You know, yes, you have Granblue Relink. Of course, the main character might be one of the downloadable characters for the game, but Nicholas would be really cool. Crowd, do you agree with me? Does Nicholas sound like a great character to have in Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising? I heard them all say yes. I don't care what y'all say.
We might be hearing a couple different things here, but I know that I'm going to hear you guys make some noise for grand finals. Once again, Wavie coming in from the winner's side. Coach Steve looking for this run back from losers.
Siegfried.
Wait.
Vera.
Is this a button check? I know, Wavie, we've seen the Vera before.
It is going to be a button checky here.
Jewel Resort.
At the Jewel Resort with the Vera set up here, just to test those buttons.
Exactly. Bring these fighters into the ring here. Make sure everything is all good before we head into that first game.
Yo, acoustics, relax.
I don't know if you guys on the stream can hear, you know, acoustics with the battle cry here. I hope you can.
All right, quick button check. I know acoustics, it's hard to deal with. It's hard to deal with this button check.
I know, he wants to get straight into the action, as I'm sure everybody else at home does too.
This is, it's important, Acoustics. I asked for your patience just once.
Now I'm wondering, do you want to go Vera into the Siegfried here when Cagliostro was working so well before? I doubt that we're going to see the, you know, preemptive counter pick here. So you do have another set to get that data. No, just go straight into the Cagliostro. No more games, no more fun. Siegfried versus Cag.
Oh, Acoustics, but one more thing. One more thing, actually, before they even get started.
What's up?
Nothing. I'm just trying to get Acoustics to react real quick. I'm sorry.
Baiting the crowd once again.
I am. Just Acoustics alone. Acoustics alone. What's up, Acoustics? I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you in the crowd. Thank you again for tuning in for this Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. How are you feeling right now? All right, all right. How are you feeling about this grand finals? There's no, you know, like we got Cagliostro, we got Siegfried. I think it's going to be a spectacular time. Who's got Cagliostro? All right, we got Wavie fans out there. What about Coach Steve fans? Okay, all right, all right. Acoustics is quiet, though.
Alrighty. Heading into a game number 1 of the grand finals, chilling out in the forest, but you're not out of the woods. You still have to get not 1, but 2 sets on Wavie to try and win this for Coach Steve.
All right, 2L, try to take down that low hex, but unfortunately going to get punished for that. Rocks galore. No spot dodge here. That's a little bit too early for that one.
Ooh, tries to go for the falling JL. Doesn't find anything off it, so forced to use the Brave counter here to try and get the momentum back.
All right, nice block here, but the spear, yeah, you are much too far away to come on and slam over this one.
Wait, so Wavie actually stood right in front of the spear, so that firewall did not clear the initial one. Gave you that conversion earlier, but still stuck up against the wall right now.
Yeah, this is a very bad scenario to be in. Nice guard cancel. All right, 1 bravery point left. The teleport does work. Able to hula hoop into the wall to get the full extension.
Oh, yeah. Full confirm you're off the push.
Oh, wait. All right, good block.
There we go. Cross through enough to recover after the 2L. Nothing found for Coach Steve there.
I'm surprised you didn't get another Raging Chain. We had the resources there to follow through.
Yeah, maybe afraid of combo limit dropping and then ending up putting you in the reversal situation.
Right. Ooh, DP.
Yeah, speaking of reversal, right? Fighting on through with the MDP still. Gradually getting backed up into the corner. We let it rock one more time.
All right, another spear to get that distance that we're looking for here. Dash M not going to work out for you, so we have the ultimate hex. Hula hooping on over to the East Coast.
Yeah, tried to bait out with the TP after Golden Throne. Coach Steve ready for the shenanigans.
Right, staggers. Does work out the spear. Nice to get the Raging Chain follow-up. We could do one more.
Yeah, we've done a lot of hits. Is this combo limit, or are we going to be able to seal it out? Yep, meaty into the seal.
It was a very good opportunity right there because we did push right back onto the seal, so we can guarantee that safety after the combo limit hit. So smart maneuvering here from Wavie to take that first game.
Yep, Beyblade let it rip for game number 1 here. Get a quick sip of water before we head into the next one.
Me too. Me too. I'm staying hydrated. Stay hydrated, crowd.
Exactly. All right, right on into it. Game number 2.
Battle 1. Engage.
Ooh, nice. That is a good response to the flame ball, right? You know, sometimes we're seeing the 6XM, sometimes we're seeing the immediate fireball coming out from Coach Steve. The immediate round start TP gets over both of them, but now back up against the corner. You got to fight your way back out, but you have side switch potential for Cagliostro in spades.
Ooh, missed the 2H though. All right, got her guard cancel out, but low on bravery points. And Wavie definitely going to take advantage of that one. 5H, low hex.
Yeah, there we go. Just link the lights into the H. Try and keep you locked down every single time by rotating a lot of these cooldowns. Ultimate firewall to get you out.
Stagger 5L. And again, hex late tech, so that's a little bit of damage for Wavie, but the challenge here with Raging Chain, oh my goodness. Carry to the wall.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge to try and get your way back out of this corner, but any hit should kill. Oh, no, not off the Golden Throne, but one more off the scramble. With no VP to your name, any hit just does so much damage.
What a jump out from Wavie, and a very lucky one at that because it called out that throw attempt from Coach Steve. I think that's the first time Coach represented this in the game so far. We've seen it in the previous set for sure.
There we go, tap on through, close L, MDP. Oh, no attempt on the anti-air there, just goes for anti-jump throw.
All right, nice.
There we go. Hard knockdown off the DP here. Spend the 50.
Oh my God, that will connect.
Yep, ready for the meat grinder. One touch. You have all the VP in the world.
Dash L, we got the Raging Chain follow through here. Coach Steve looking to send it all. I mean, we are one combo away from death, so it's okay to spend the bravery points. Chasing down Cagliostro, full stop with the close H. We can pick this up into the corner. Oh no, it's not
it's
going to
not
kill.
enough off the
All right,
DB.
so one more touch. The 2L. No! The low hex opens up Coach Steve. That's another game for Wavie.
Caught up with the seal. You see the smile. It was definitely back and forth there, but still not being able to kill off that combo just gave her one more opportunity to fight back. And with the 50-meter in tow, right, you have to play respectful of the reversal, especially when you know it's going to be able to kill.
Yeah, that was, you know, I probably would have made the same call myself because we were on the cusp of victory right there. You're going for the full set. You're not quite sure. It's the last bravery point you spend right there. But yeah, I mean, well-calculated call for Coach Steve. The 2H is going to get called out because they're so deep in the jump and that hurt box picking up.
Yeah, Coach Steve trying to catch out the TP that we've seen so many times on the round start from Wavie, but instead, super jump over gives you the opportunity to whiff that 2H, but still fighting on back. Gets caught out by the run-up into the Golden Throne.
5H sitting right on top of the hex. Unblockable situation right there, but the dash L still going to catch it because it's grounded.
There you go, beautiful pickup into the Raging Chain, bring us all the way over to that West Coast.
Okay, there we go. Guard cancel, but nice. Jump L, locking down the jump out. But the ultimate skill from the sky. Wavie with the first round and potentially on tournament point.
There we go. Yeah, tried to go for the JL, the Rising, to make sure you're not getting baited on the anti-air, but the second time after, Wavie doing the same thing. All right, run up after the seals. Beyblade for the corner.
Oh, geez.
No spend?
Yeah,
Okay.
there was no spend back. We saw that in the last time that these two faced each other, that Coach Steve was willing to take that hit and bet the fact that Wavie's not going to chain. Ooh, but the challenge on the Raging Strike, that's a big, heavy counter hit.
Yep, DX Orkin. Do we link it to the super for some more BP? Indeed we do.
Yes, we do.
All right, Wavie, barely any health to her name. 1 BP. Lots of damage here. Not quite throw range, but still very scary off of the close L.
Okay. Round apiece. Not out of this yet.
Yeah, I think the delay jump in, trying to bait out the Brave counter right on the jump in. So, still tournament point for Wavie here. Let's see what we do on the round start. Playing a lot more passive here with the double backdash.
Yeah, had a dash M, right, to shut down a low hex.
Yep.
Nice spear. The challenge with 5L from Coach Steve, so we're being a little more aggressive on this round here as we get closer.
Yep.
Nice spot dodge from Wavie.
Yeah, the fast version of the fireball.
Not this
Able to spot
teleport.
dodge. Okay.
All right. Oh, actually really good spot, but the jab out to shut down not only the hexes, but the start of a teleport. Good spot for Coach Steve right now.
Yep, double 6XL, finally find the match on out. Yeah, back up with the 6XL, trying to bait out one more reversal. Instead, uses the meter for the ultimate seals to clash on the bonk.
Oh, geez, the teleport, we were trying to jab out for an anti-air, and unfortunately, 5L not going to connect. Ultimate seal will get this opportunity. And again, Raging Strike, but not following through. The Raging Chain will follow through, and that will do 3-0 victory for Wavie over Coach Steve.
Your champion of Granblue over here at TNS 9. The clean 3-0 sweep. We saw signs of life from Steve, but the champion does it once again. Congratulations, and make some noise for Wavie, everyone.
Not only Wavie, but yeah, let's hear it for Coach Steve, putting on a great show, making multiple top 8s this weekend, as one does when your name is Coach Steve.
Man of many games, man of many top 8s, but not just the champion for today. Wavie just too strong.
Absolutely. I mean, that Cagliostro play was very well calculated to not only just lock down Siegfried, but also that immediate adjustment from the previous set that these two had into this one. That jump install off round start was actually pretty critical to, which is interesting because that that hurt box being able to carry up above where Cagliostro could get the interrupt, a trade in Cag's favor, and Wavie still making great calls to lock down consistently with low hexes. Ultimate Hex was actually probably the MVP of the skill set from Cagliostro because it had the extended block string, especially in those corners, allowing for that Raging Chain open up here. Wavie, you know, putting on a great show and showcasing why that she's a top contender for Granblue Fantasy versus Rising.
Yeah, especially in the beginning of the sets, right? We were showing a lot of the Golden Throne, showing the DB so often with that 50 meter, so that when we went later on into the set, game 2, game 3, Coach Steve had the DP in mind, you know, thinking, I have to respect this, and got the opportunity to jump out for free, use the ultimate seal to air stall, and then take the turn back on her own defense.
Yes, absolutely. A great showcasing for the entirety of our top 8.
Yeah.
We will have a top 8 ceremony in just a moment, but if you're like, hey, I want to jump in on this Granblue action, it's free to play. You get 4 rotating characters, well, 3 rotating characters, 1 remains. Gran is that core character that will remain, but you get to play online with those characters to explore, to see how the game feels, and it's no risk to you. Just have fun playing the game. You get Granblue's access, the Fall Guys game. So definitely take a look at Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. It will be at Arc World Tour with a LCQ that will be there. And we still have the Granblue Tour that is coming up right after that to begin with those qualifier series, starting with EVO Japan. But let's talk about our top 8 here tonight at TampaNeverSleeps number 9. We're going to get that award ceremony kicking off in just a moment here, but a great showcasing nonetheless with four Nier players in this top 8, but a fine spread of other characters between, Katalina showing up. We did have Cagliostro, Siegfried, a fan favorite for that character to be appearing here in this top 8.
Katalina as well, some, a character that we really don't see too often, but of course, when you have those fighting game fundamentals, the fundamentals from the previous version, of course, they do so much.
Yes, absolutely. And looks like we will be setting up that award ceremony here in just a moment, or we're going to be talking about that Arc World Tour Finals here one more time, because we did say that LCQ is happening in just a moment here.
Yep.
But yeah, LCQ is going to be on the way for Granblue Fantasy versus Rising at Arc World Tour Finals. Actually, just next month, right? It's happening in March.
Yeah, it's coming up real soon.
So actually, it is March. Holy crap. It is the 3rd of March. Start.gg/AWT Finals 23. You can also sign up for Uni 2 and Guilty Gear Strive for that one here. And I do believe Tong is ready to showcase these awards for Top 8 Granblue Rising. Tong, let's hear it.
All right. Let's give a congratulations to the Top 8 for Granblue. Coming in at 7th place, Medusa.
Got it.
Also in 7th place, Lucar. For 5th place, Bwead. And also in 5th place, Andre RoboCop.
That name goes so hard, bro. Tekken, okay.
In 4th place, NeoKarsh. In 3rd place, Mr. I don't even play this game, Nitro. And your runner-up, I'm sick of saying his name at this point, Coach Steve.
He bought a jersey.
He's too good, bro.
And your TNS 9 champion, Wavie.
The custom jacket, too. Name on the back. Show the people.
Look at that.
Welcome to the Akatsuki. Let's go.
Sounds so thrilled about it.
Another round of applause for Wavie and all of Top 8. Congratulations. Also, go to Arc World Tour Finals.
True.
That's facts. Y'all should go to Arc World Tour Finals. It'll be a spectacular time. Plus, there is a giveaway going on that is also partnered with us and Paragon on that one. So definitely get some free art from Arc World Finals here that is only exclusive to Arc World. It'll be a spectacular time going on out there on the West Coast and showcasing some of the best in not only Guilty Gear Strive, but Granblue Fantasy versus Rising and Under Night 2. So looking forward to that action. I'm looking forward to this Tekken 8 Top 8 action in just a moment here. But Jade-Su, it's been a real pleasure hanging out with you on this one here.
Always a joy, Zero. Thank you guys for watching Granblue Top 8 over here at TNS number 9, and we'll see you for some Tekken.
Yes.